have actually played 6 weeks together, 6 weeks in a row together, everywhere from Idaho to the great state of Montana.
I've done that before.
Score here is 6-2.
Jennifer Hinman is actually a mixed doubles specialist. She's played in 3 mixed doubles events, Dave, and she's never finished worse than second, including a title at the RFC 1 Mixed Doubles Pro Stop.
Who was she playing with that year?
She played with Dave Chapman.
What year was that?
It was 2009.
Okay, so 3 years ago. Just trying to do my math. Score here is 3-6. Ashley Moeller, originally from Iowa, now living here in Tucson, Arizona. See Jennifer Hinman not taking a right hand and throwing it out of the zone, because then her left is competing with its right. She's not open to hit that ball. See how that right hand of hers just stays stationary.
I believe it's actually the right elbow that should be moving out of the way. That creates the shoulder turn.
Well, whatever it is, she's just leaving it out in the middle of the zone without rotating properly.
Well, it looks a little bit like a chicken wing because of that. And that's one of the best shots I've ever seen.
But you saw Ashley throw her elbow out of the way, and that gives you the technique there. There's a swing and a miss, and Jennifer trying to get a screen call from that. 7 serve 6. Nice. Either that or there's a piece of sun that she was looking back at. That one is definitely a do-over. Little contact on the way in.
I thought the contact was created, Dave. I didn't think there needed to be that contact. She could have taken a different angle.
Well, it still happened. 7 serve 6, and Hinman now finds herself down here. This is the women's semifinals in Tucson, Arizona. I thought I saw Ashley kind of stutter just a little bit, thinking that Jennifer was in her way.
Well, actually should have flipped that ball into the back wall.
6 serving 7.
This ball is the Ectalon Premium Select Hardball that is being used. Jennifer's really tired here.
7 serving 6.
Well, Dave, she's only played 1 match thus far this weekend. She played a doubles match last night. I'm surprised that she's as tired as she is.
She's basically at 0 elevation where she lives, and now she's at 2,000 feet above sea level. That might have something to do with it. A little less air up here. And if you do breathe, it's full of dust.
And Ashley's in complete control here, Dave. Ashley really didn't look good when these two played.
That was a back wall shot, and Jennifer's looking to the referee as if to get some kind of screen, and she said, "Oh, forget it." But really, that was a back wall shot, not one that you would take out of the air.
It.
Still shaking her head.
But it goes to show you, Dave.
I totally lost it in that ball. It may not have been a screen. The one that came right back at me. Couldn't see it all.
Is this a timeout? What is this here? Don't know what the call is here.
Well, she's complaining about a call 2 points ago, which she didn't complain about initially, then lost the next point, and then decided to complain about it.
But she just grabbed the last one. She has control of that, though.
Well, that was an ace serve.
No, she grabbed it.
No, I know, but she didn't take a swing because she didn't think she could return it.
Okay. Now Jennifer Hinman standing there.
Time in and the score's 10, serving 6.
There's a wrist call right there from from Ashley Moeller.
Wait, hold on. 6, serving 10.
And there's an ace serve there from Jennifer Hinman.
7, serving 10.
See how Ashley plays that ball, takes it around the revolving door, unable to scoop it back to the front wall.
Very good serve there from Jennifer Hinman.
8, serving 10.
I don't know what it says on the back of Ashley's shirt there. A Moeller from Iowa? Listen for the score from Biddy Bidigan. This is the women's semifinals here at the Race for 8.
10, serving 8.
10 serves 8 first game, 2-21, tiebreaker to 11. It's Ashley Moeller versus Jennifer Hinman. They've actually built a rivalry. Ashley
Well,
has.
you told me that it was not, that they just are hanging out. And,
No, I just told you that they play doubles and they're friends, but you can still have a rivalry with your friends. Nothing wrong with that. I know you can't, but
Actually,
they
my
can.
only friends are people that I compete against.
Okay. That's
I
why
don't have
you
anybody left that I can beat.
which means you still have no friends. Well, that sounded like it hit something weird in the back.
8, serving 12.
8 serves 12. Big setup here for Jennifer Hinman, and she puts that ball down the left wall. Nice shot right there from Jennifer.
9, serving 12.
Nice get right there from Ashley Moeller. She was able to just dig it out and throw it to the front wall.
12, serving 9.
Jennifer a little upset that Ashley Moeller took that bad bounce off the back wall and rolled it out and said, there's another bad bounce. Some people can adapt to it and change, and some don't like it.
I actually only know one that can adapt to it.
Hold it.
That can't?
Yes.
Well, here in Tucson, some of the older handball players don't.
9, serving 13.
They don't like it too much. It's funny, they'll play that way in practice, but they don't like to play that way in games. That ball does not make the front wall, and there's a side out.
You know, Dave, that a lot of golfers just take over their putts when it hits a spike mark or it hits a leaf, or, you know, they take over their drive when it hits the fairway and then bounces into the rough. So, you know, I can understand how handball players would like to play with no bad bounces.
Ashley Moeller trying to get that ball and dig it out in the right back corner. Unable to do so.
9, serving 13.
9-13 is a score. Jennifer Hinman going underhand here. Taking away Ashley's offense. Nice kill right there, and a timeout called from Ashley Moeller.
The initial line on this match, Dave, was Ashley Moeller at 30 on the over-under, and Ashley Moeller to win outright at 4-1. The bets came in all in favor of Moeller. I didn't get Moeller until she was at 3-1, and I took Moeller plus 35 points. So things are looking pretty good for me here, Dave. It's called a teaser. If you win both, you scoop the pot.
Okay. It's a timeout called here on the court. You're watching the WPH Race for 8. This is the Women's Pro Semifinals. Tucson, Arizona. Up after this one, it'll be Tracy Davis and Biddy Bidigan, although I doubt that will start immediately afterwards. This one was supposed to start at 1:30, but for some reason the referees just allowed the players to step on the court without us knowing. And one of the reasons is yesterday they got out of the club here at about 11:30, 12 o'clock because of late courts. So they're trying to maintain this one as much as possible. Which means webcast crew might have a nice break here today. And there's a strange sound, no bad bounce though.
It's really an interesting women's field here, Dave, because you've got the top 2 seeds, Tracy Davis and Jen Hinman, who've split their last 2 matchups.
14 serving 10.
But then you have the number 3 and 4 seed, Ashley Moeller and Biddy Bidigan. Biddy Bidigan, the prodigy, who's proving, Dave, this year that she's ready to take out some of these top players. I'd love to see Biddy Bidigan challenge Jen Hinman or Ashley Moeller, but the way the seeds worked out, Dave, it was Biddy defeating Leslie Amundsen from Newfoundland, Canada yesterday, and she'll take on Tracy Davis. Now, let's not forget that Biddy Bidigan defeated Jen Hinman in Las Vegas 25-16 and put up a very good game against Tracy Davis in the semifinals there in Las Vegas, falling in a very close match. And let's not forget Tracy Davis won that event. So that'll be a rematch from Vegas. I don't think that the prodigy will have quite enough game to threaten Tracy Davis, but you never know. But I hope, Dave, that the women are playing for 3rd place here.
Yes.
Okay, so we could very well see Biddy Bidigan taking on either Jen Hinman or Ashley Moeller. Now, you know who I have my money on here, Dave, but I'm not rooting, I'm just reporting.
Well, during all that talk, that was one of the best rallies we had here. 12-14 won by Jennifer Hinman. She dictated what Ashley was going to do during that rally and eventually made Ashley take a hand error. And I know fatigue is going to have to start wearing in here soon. They keep going to those 30-shot rallies.
Ashley, Dave, wearing her Jake Plummer Hell of a Family Bash headband. That's actually a collector's item. You can buy those on eBay, Dave. Lowest bid, $550. And an amazing shot there from Jennifer Hinman, and she stretches out, Dave, with the right hand and flat kills that pickup.
Score is 13-14.
I know, Dave, that you bought your Hell of a Handball Bash Jake Plummer headband for $615 on eBay.
I actually owned one, and somebody typed it and put it on eBay, and I had to buy it. There's a timeout call here, all even at 14, and a timeout called from Ashley Moeller. You're watching the WPH Tucson Race for 8 Yes to Kids Arizona State Handball Championships live over the intranet as we bring it to you in your home, your work, your office, wherever the heck you are at. Bus stops, coffee houses. We appreciate the fact that you're watching at racefor8.com. If you have friends and family members that have been talking about handball for years but have never really witnessed it, give them the link and tell them to watch. Dave, I know if you had friends, you would do that.
How do you know? Maybe that's the reason I don't have friends.
Possibly. You're seeing Maureen Bike next to her granddaughter, Gabriella Bike, getting some TV time here. And it's nice to see the women of handball come out and support other women's handball. They sit in the front row and they watch the women play. You see that?
This is a really interesting first game here, Davis. Both ladies have seized and lost control of the momentum several times. We've seen 6 lead changes so far, and here's another one making it 7.
15 serving 14.
Normally, you don't have one half of a semifinal that will be playing the winner of this one, potentially as a referee. Reffing your match. I mean, Biddy Bidigan is going to play next, and she's reffing the semifinals of the lower bracket. It's kind of interesting. And she'll be in the semis of the upper bracket. I'll mark that down as strange things that you'll never see happen.
I actually really like that about women's handball, Dave. They go out of their way to try and improve the event. Ashley Moeller, Dave, runs the tournament desk all weekend from 7 a.m. until 12 p.m. every day, yet here she is playing. Do you chalk that down on your list, or?
7 a.m. to 12 p.m., that would only be 5 hours. Watch this replay here, brought to you by Simple Green.
That's a good point.
Left-handed setup, and Jennifer hits it almost too high. Ashley was able to dive in and just barely miss it.
But that was not called a hinder.
Was not called a hinder. I don't think it should have been.
I actually do.
Second serve.
17 to 14 second serve.
And a good serve from Jennifer. Ashley does well to fight it off. And Jennifer with that really awkward looking swing with her left hand there.
I call it Mickey Mouse hands because she opens up her fingers.
14 serving 17.
Okay, it's Mickey Mouse hands off the back wall. 14 to 17. That's a nice return from Hinman.
That's a great shot there from Ashley, but Jennifer picks it up. And this is the best rally of the match, I believe, Dave. Ashley hitting that incredible tomahawk fist.
15 serving 17.
Yeah, but prior to that, you saw that Ashley was slightly screened, and the referee let him play through it. And then
Green serve, all in.
then on the very next play, Jennifer Hinman was just very slightly screened, and she immediately looked up at the referee.
As you know, though, Dave, from attending the players' meeting, a player cannot raise their hands to make a call, as we're seeing now from the returner. And that's a beautiful shot. And Jen Hinman with a backhand flick.
That was a great get right there from Jennifer Hinman.
That was a la Dave Chapman as she came in on her knee and flicked that ball with the back of her right hand.
Right here, Ashley said that she saw 2 bounces from Jennifer right there. She said she saw 2 bounces.
It actually wasn't, though.
Well, we don't know that. You don't know that.
I saw her hand well underneath that ball. Let's take one more look at that. Sounds like we have a timeout in the court. One bounce.
Oh, no, there's no way of knowing. There's no way of. Dave thinks so, but you can't see on the TV screen here. Although, if they're reviewing the call, let's look at it right now. If it's an official review. It's an official review, so we should look at least. That's it right there. Can we go back a little bit in the booth, right where she dove to the ground, right here, Linda, and stop it when the ball hits her hand? Let's let that ball come back. Inconclusive. There's a great camera angle right there. You just can't see the ball come back up. That was a great angle from our instant replay booth right there. The call is going to stand. Ashley Moeller said she saw 2 bounces. Jennifer Hinman said she didn't.
I thought I saw 1, but usually I'm in the minority on everything I say.
16 to 17. So what was the call in there, Dave?
The call that it was one bounce, and then there was a hinder. So it was a replay. Ashley thought it should have been her point.
Okay, so
16 serving 17.
I didn't realize it was being challenged when we saw Ashley come in here, and you just quickly said no. We really should go through the review process on the screen, with
Which we did.
which we did not go through that
You
when
went through it. I'm just a sort of a mediator because you told me that you have better eyes than I. I saw 1 bounce. You saw inconclusive.
Inconclusive is the correct ruling because you can't tell.
I thought I could tell. That's just my opinion.
Did you see the replay?
Yes.
On this TV right
Yes,
here?
I did.
17 to 17. I saw you out in the hallway.
That was actually not a bad bounce. That just came down straight down the side wall and shot straight out. That's a nice shot from Jennifer there. And here's a big setup for Ashley. Let's see if she can let this drop. And Ashley with a terrible air there, Dave. I think nerves playing a huge part in that air.
Now we're all together at 17. Jennifer Hinman jumped out to a nice little lead. That's going to be, nope, not long. Just hit too hard. And then she gets a crack.
Crack out there from Ashley, hitting the side wall just about an inch high. Ashley looks really fresh in there, Dave. I like that return from Jennifer. And here's a setup. I don't know what she was going for there, but Ashley completely missed playing that, Dave. I don't think she realized how far she was from the back wall. Should have taken a step back and taken that back to the ceiling.
And three-walled it. Just that short hop back up, 17-17.
Ashley with two really bad hand airs here at 17 all. And
Yet there's no movement on the scoreboard.
And Ashley with another hand air now, Dave. And this is what happens when you're trying to take down someone that you've never beat. You start to question yourself.
She's actually beat her before, 18 to 17, but certainly Hinman has the higher ranking. Ranked 6th on the USHA Women's Pro Tour. Ashley at 18th. Nice dig right there from Ashley Moeller.
Nice power there from Jennifer, and she blows the ball right by Ashley Moeller there. Ashley Moeller taking a timeout. I think a good timeout there, Dave, is it's Jennifer cruising right now.
Jennifer Hinman actually has a score of 19 to 17, and Jennifer set that up with that beautiful power that pushed Ashley back and forth. Let's watch this. It's going to be in slow motion, but you can still respect the power. There it is, pushing Ashley back. She just is able to flip it back now. She knows Ashley's coming in, so she's just going to power it again. And Ashley's unable to get that ball back.
Jennifer has incredible overhand power, Dave.
Score is 19 to 17 on the scoreboard.
Doug Clark's a little bit too far from the back wall there, Dave. I don't know how he's going to pound on the back wall when he needs to.
There's that power again. It clips up on the side wall, though.
Nice pick up there from Jennifer.
She puts it in a good spot.
Oh, that's an unbelievable passing shot there from Ashley Moeller, Dave. That's as good a two-all pass as you'll ever see. Beautiful shot.
The scoreboard is incorrect. It's 17 to 19. I like how Jennifer comes in, but I don't like the Mickey Mouse hands on that.
That's just a terrible shot there from Jennifer Hinman, who's been playing very well here late in this first game. And that's a pretty good return, and Ashley just not ready for it. That's the problem, Dave, when your three-wall serve is taken out of the air. You're stuck on that left side wall, and you have to react quickly, and a lot of times you don't have the reaction time.
19 to 18. I like how Jennifer plays that serve. She also does the serve a little bit better, and then Ashley Moeller fights it off and hits it into the corner. Jennifer's serve is a little bit better than Ashley's. Now Ashley's going to have to change, and she's doing it now, standing in the middle of the court, going to the power crack. Ashley gets a lot of power with that fist shot. She'll take it overhand, underhand, with any hand, at any time, anywhere. Whether it's four wall or three wall, she just...
So kind of like any ball, any wall.
Similar.
Any place.
This is...
But with a swing.
Fist shot.
Fist shot. Okay.
We're all together at 19 now. Here's a big setup.
And that's a terrible serve there from Ashley, but she gets herself back in the point after Jen Hinman doesn't take advantage.
Now you see Jennifer raising her hands as if something went wrong, and we'll find out after this rally what that was.
Nice shot there from Ashley. And Jennifer nearly finding that left corner, but it was the power from the left hand of Ashley Moeller that causes the air.
This is game point.
And there's the air from Jen Hinman. Very well played game there, Dave. Could have gone either way. And it was Ashley Moeller defending her home turf here at the Tucson Racket Club, taking out her doubles partner, friend, and rival, Jen Hinman, 21-19.
Well, we have 3 minutes now on the clock. We'll have another game coming up right around the corner. We'll be back in just a bit for Dave Fink and Linda Manning, as well as Omar Lemus. I'm Dave Vincent. Stay here for the conclusion of this match between Ashley Moeller and Jennifer Hinman, women's semifinals at the Race for 8 at racefor8.com. And we are back live in Tucson, Arizona for game number 2 after Ashley Moeller takes down Jennifer Hinman 21-19. We have a brand new referee. The 3-minute timeout is now leaked into the 4.5-minute range here.
Which is good for us, actually, Dave, because that is another fine that goes towards our Maui fund.
That's a good point. We do have a new referee.
I'm not sure, Dave, who pays the fine here. Is it our former referee, Biddy Bittigan, or our new referee? Who's responsible for that fine? That's kind of an executive committee's decision.
The referee actually that finishes the match pays the fine.
Finishes the first game or finishes the match?
Finishes the match,
Okay.
pays the fine.
I like our referee letting the ladies play here.
Side out.
And there's an unfortunate error there.
0, serving 0.
Jennifer Hinman serving there, and that's a 3-wall serve. There will be a second one coming.
I'm not sure I understand this serve going right into Ashley Muller's right hand. And that's a better serve. And look at that left from Ashley Muller. That's the same shot she hit to set up the 20th point as she ran the ball away from Jennifer in game number 1.
Serving 0.
Beautiful fist into that right corner. And another corner shot from Ashley Muller. This time it's about 2 inches high, and now it's Jen Hinman with some sort of finger injury, Dave.
Well, she heard it about 5 shots back when that ball met the side wall with her hand at the same time. I like that shot right there from Ashley Muller.
Ashley Muller looking really good here, Dave, early in this second game. I know that she leads just 2-0, but she's already hit a couple fantastic shots.
That's a terrible serve, though.
But look at Jen Hinman let that ball get way out and behind her. She moved her body too far in front. And now you see it's Jen Hinman with the scoops and Ashley Muller completely dominating here. And that's not a good shot there from Ashley's. She needs to take that shot on the way up.
0, serving 2.
0-2 second game. Ashley Muller defeats Jennifer Hinman in the first set, 21-19. Now we're here at game 2, and Jennifer's trying to get something going.
Nice 2-wall shot there from Jennifer, but Ashley hits a beautiful drive, followed by a great left-handed kill. Tremendous offhand there from Ashley Muller, Dave.
2, serving
And this is
0.
all sort of part of that gamesmanship, Dave, from Jen Hinman trying to lull Ashley Muller to sleep, telling her she's about to pass out. But I can tell you, David, Jen Hinman has played some of her best handball when she seems to be completely exhausted.
Ashley was unable to get to that, although I thought it would come back out, but I think it might have hit a crack or something.
No,
I thought that ball would revolve back out toward the middle.
It looked like it did, but Jennifer hit that with a fist, and it straightened out when it hit the floor.
0-2 is the score, not 1-2, according to the ref.
Second serve.
And Jennifer would have caught it if it was the wrong score, trust me.
No, over.
And that would have been a beautiful right corner kill there for Ashley, but unfortunately for her, she clips Jennifer on the way in.
0, serving 2.
In practice, if something like that happens to me, I just walk back and say, it's yours. I don't deserve that. And I'm not trying to be classy or charismatic, as Dave Chapman says.
Could we cue that clip again, please? I don't remember what he said.
Well, I'd like to hear it about 14 times. Here's a setup for Ashley Muller, and she mishits the ball, and there's a point for Jennifer Hinman.
Very sloppy air there for Ashley. And Dave, for a lot of the fans at home,
Serving 2.
curious, the women will not be playing their final until tomorrow morning, so this is a 3-day event for them.
Actually, it's a 2-day event. They started on Saturday morning.
Actually, there were matches last night, Dave, in the Women's Pro. Last night was Friday. It will end on Sunday. That's, by my count, 3 days.
It's not technically 3 days until Sunday night at the start time of the Friday night match.
Huh, I see.
That would equal 3 days.
2.
Well,
Their day started last night at 8 p.m. 2 serves 2.
so the matches will be played, though, on 3 different days.
Oh, okay, well, yes, that's true.
Which I think is...
But, Dave Fink, what is time?
Time is an illusion.
There's Ashley Muller giving Jennifer one right down the middle. And
Slide
now
out.
And can we just fast forward to 10-10 in the tiebreaker, please? Which will be about 2 hours and 20 minutes from now.
Serving 2.
well, if this was rally scoring, it'd
And it would
be
only
18 to
be-
18 right now.
Point. Three, serving 2. Good shot.
Jennifer really does look fatigued,
2,
Dave.
serving 3.
And there's Ashley with another one of those strange hand errors.
3, serving 2.
3 serves 2. Now, I believe you're going to ask the ladies if they would like to play tonight. Was there contact there, Dave?
Well, you know, one of these two players, Dave, was not at the player meeting. Had she been there, she would realize that the referee calls hinders, not the players. Sort of strange, though, Dave. We see Jennifer Hinman so exhausted at every tournament, but yet she continues to play in every event at every tournament. You think maybe she'd realize that it's not what's best for her game.
Actually, I think it is. She's ranked 6th on the Pro Tour.
Good shot.
You can relate to that, can't you?
Used to be able to. Not ranked 6th anymore.
3, serving 3.
I'm fading fast. Like
3
a
to 3.
shooting star. Here 1 minute and gone the next.
Actually, it was shooting stars usually quicker than a minute.
Well, that's what it feels like my handball career has been.
Miss hit right there from Jennifer Hinman.
3, serving 3.
Jennifer actually talking to the ball.
Well, you should have a good relationship with the ball, Dave. It's what scores you the points.
4, serving 3.
And Ashley not reading that serve well at all. Samson Hernandez, Dave, has agreed to play the men's big ball final
5,
tonight.
serving 3.
What time?
That would be after the men's singles final at 8 o'clock.
Well, there's a big banquet, so
Second serve.
Well, it's rally scoring, Dave. And we're not expecting that match to take any more than 25 minutes.
but if Sean Lenning's in that final, he might not agree to it.
Well, Sean Lenning would also have to agree.
3, serving 5.
I think our broadcast crew would also have to agree, and those that are waiting until tomorrow would also have to agree, since it's been posted for quite some time.
Well, actually, Dave, what we could do is air it tomorrow morning as well as tonight.
I'll give you this time, but stop it sooner. Over again.
I don't understand the
3,
give it
serving
this
5.
time. Is that a warning? Or is that a threat? I've never really understood that.
Over and out.
Ashley doesn't even try to move out of the way of that shot, but I don't think I blame her much, because if she shuffles to the right,
3,
she could get
serving 5.
a huge collision with Jennifer. You'd almost just have to hold your ground there. It's frustrating because you just don't know where your opponent's at.
Well, it's interesting, Dave, because there's already been 6 hinders in game number 2 here. We didn't see that many hinder calls combined in our last men's match.
Well, we changed referees, Dave. And
Thank you.
there's no bad bounces being called. Wait,
3, serving 5 again. Oh, playing through those? Okay. That's point. 4, serving 5.
score here is 4-5. Referee did not know that the pro players are playing through bad bounces. It's only been posted on the entry form for 8 months.
5, serving 5. No. Over again.
Good try.
That's actually going to be played over.
5, serving 5 again.
Let's look at the replay here, and you can see there could have been a potential major injury right here. At the conclusion of this replay, right there, Ashley has to come over to show the referee that she can get it. If she just gives up, the referee can say you didn't make a try for it. So she has to go down there and at least stick her hand out. And there's a beautiful kill shot.
Actually, it skipped. The only points being scored here, Dave, are when there is a bad bounce or when a returner shanks the return of serve. If there is a rally, Dave, with no bad bounce, it will eventually be a hinder that you play over. And I was just out in the crowd, Dave, and the crowd doesn't really know what to think. And just as I say that, Ashley slides a natural down that right side wall. Beautiful shot there, Dave.
5, serving 5.
I find it just really comical in a way, and it's also sad and frustrating in another that WPH does not play bad bounces, Dave, and this is quite widely known.
It's been for a year now.
It's been probably well over a year, but we don't play bad bounces, which means
Second serve.
everything goes. The referee doesn't stop the play. The players don't stop the play. You only stop the play if the referee says so. The ball can hit a crack on the serve. It can go sideways. It can hit the lights and go straight down.
Serving 5.
It's just the way it is. The reason why we're doing this is because TV, it's very hard to give an audience that doesn't know a lot about handball all of these strange little rules about bad bounces. I mean, look at all the sports fans out there. There's not one sport out there that really does call a bad bounce, and we're trying to get the audience to kind of understand that this is a very simple game to view and watch, not to have multiple stoppages because of silly things like bad bounces. And yet these players are still struggling. And what I'm trying to get at is, if you're preparing properly for a pro stop to a point where you're going to fly across the country and play, you would probably practice the no bad bounce rule in your local club to properly prepare, wouldn't you?
Well, Dave, I completely agree with everything you said, and I'll take it to another level that even if it were not for TV, I still don't think we should be playing bad bounces because it just makes the game too subjective and opens the too many arguments over what actually was a bad bounce and what wasn't. Just disturbs the entire flow of the game. Terrible shot there from Ashley.
That's brutal.
But yet, Dave, just like the WPH in our webcast, you run into so many people that say, what's the WPH? What's a webcast? You know, and these players have that same problem. They continue to play by the same rules, yet continue to pretend they don't know them.
Right.
And it's very simple. You know you're at a WPH event. Every event that you play is pretty much a WPH event. And yet you still continue to question the rules. Even our own WPH employee, Dave, who prints these rules, she emails them, she faxes them, she prints them. And even she is trying to award bad bounces.
It's frustrating, again, like I said, comical, but also just bewildering in a lot of ways. We have special pro player meetings. All of these players attend. Some of them don't. This court right here has 50% of the players actually attending those meetings where we talk specifically about playing every bounce that comes your way, no matter if it's good or bad, and yet players still come in and ask, and referees come over and they get into the booth, Dave, and they have issues with this bad bounce and they forget about it. But what I'm trying to get at as a point is, and if you're a pro player and you call yourself a pro and you come to these events and to make money, you would think that you would practice back home with the no bad bounce rule to at least get it into your brain what it's like to try to play through one of those, not ask the referee to change the rule because you both agreed upon that. I mean, we heard that yesterday where the players went up to the referee and said, we both agree to play the bad bounces, but what we'd like to do is not play the bad bounces. And the referee actually said, okay, no problem.
Point is 8, serving 8.
It just doesn't work that way. You just don't see two Major League Baseball teams saying, we decided to go 7 innings today because, you know, it's been a long week for us, and we've all agreed to do that.
It's just absolutely embarrassing.
8, serving 8.
8 serves 8. This is the second game, Ashley Moeller versus Jennifer Hinman. I'm actually giving you real examples, stuff that we heard last night as we were exiting the building. The players all agreeing with the ref that they were going to play.
There's absolutely no rationality to that argument. Well, we both agree, so.
But
well,
the same odds agreeing to do it is also the same odds as not agreeing to do it. Everyone still has the same chance. One is just going to give the referee power to be subjective, and the other one's just going to be a 100% even keel out there. You understand what I'm saying, Dave?
I do.
10, serving 8.
I actually think it's a bad call to have the referee make up the decision.
That's a great serve from Ashley.
It's almost like that ball just flattens out.
Well, Ashley allowed that ball to roll up her hand just a little bit longer. Got a big reverse on it. Goes for the same serve there, and that's time Jennifer hits the 3-wall return. And that's a really good rally there from both ladies as Ashley punched fists into that left corner and Jennifer blasts it down the left wall for the winner. Looked like it could have been short, Dave.
These two always battle when they play. First game went to Ashley Moeller 21-19.
I see Ashley, Dave, planting her front foot too soon on her back wall setups with her right hand. Now that also could be considered a bad bounce, but
Ball sounded like it broke right in half.
It didn't, though.
But it hits those corners, and that's the thing. There's rounded corners here in Tucson, and when the ball hits dead center, it makes that slapping sound. I think more of the surface of the ball is being hit, and that's why it changes sound.
And a great play there from Ashley as Jennifer thought she was playing one wall up there.
Well, Jennifer actually was thinking that she was just going to get an automatic hinder call from the referee, and that's why she's frustrated because the referee didn't call it. And she screamed on that serve, and there's no call.
And there's Ashley once again, Dave. You see her plant that front foot too soon. She's got her weight already on her front foot, and her timing is completely off trying to hit that back wall kill.
Is that her being too anxious, Dave?
I think it's just a flaw in her technique.
No, but not just her, but I've seen a lot of players get there and they have plenty of time on a setup and then just overhit the ball or overswing.
Well, I don't think it's overswing. I think when you're not transferring your weight with your swing, Dave, your timing is completely off.
12, serving 8.
Jennifer Hinman pulling a Dave Fink in there right now, screaming at the front wall.
I respect her screaming, Dave, but with all due respect, she's at about the single-A rookie ball level compared to the
screaming?
performance that I gave this weekend.
She has to work her way into it.
Well, I see potential. I just like to see more of a commitment.
I was 4 courts away sitting here doing a live broadcast with my headsets on, and I can hear you screaming when you're playing Mondo Ortiz.
And I'm not sorry for any of it. That's what's funny about that.
12, serving 8 again.
No, you guys are playing 3.
Nice shot there from Ashley. Look at her push that ball down the right wall. Just a beautiful shot there. Keeping it off the back wall. And Dave, you know that's not easy to do when you're driving the ball overhand.
12, serving 8.
And that's just a horrible call there, Dave, as Jennifer had no chance to get to that shot and our referee granting the hinder. Just a terrible call. And there's Ashley. You see her make a lot of hand airs falling backwards with her left hand.
How many times did I look at this?
Gets 3.
Our referee, Dave, should be using his stopwatch. Players have 45 seconds remaining on this timeout.
You're watching the Tucson Race for 8 and Yes to Kids Memorial and Foundation Tournament, plus the Arizona State Handball Championships. As Jennifer Hinman is getting a little bit of advice right now from Dave Chapman. Dave's telling her to hit balls around the walls high. And they're actually doing some kind of miming act back there.
Right,
Jennifer's
time in.
taking hand signals.
Scores
I think
8,
Jennifer's going to go up
serving
higher
12.
here on this serve, and then in the rally also try to do the same thing. Watch how high she hits this one. Way
How
up
do you
there.
know she wasn't talking to Guru Meet Khalsa in the front row?
There it is, instantly as a point. Now see if she looks back and says thank you.
I just don't know how you know that it was Dave Chapman and not
9,
Guru Meet
serving
Khalsa.
12.
I saw the reflection.
I believe that Ashley Moeller has 12 points, not 13, as the passing shot that she hit was called a hinder.
Oh, let's listen.
10, serving 12.
10-12 is the score.
Side out.
That ball came straight down.
That's the spin the ball has when it hits the
12,
ceiling and then the
serving
back
10.
wall. That's just how handball is, Dave. I know you used to play about 10 years ago. Huge setup. Let's watch Ashley put that front foot down. That time she doesn't do it, Dave. She actually transferred her weight with the swing. Now that time she does step. And what happens there, Dave, is she's swinging with all arm. She's not getting her lower body or hip
10,
turn into that
serving
shot.
12.
She's actually holding her weight on the front foot, holding her swing back. Hand air there from Jennifer Hinman.
12, serving 10.
These women, Dave, have been playing for 1 hour and 12 minutes. They're separated by only 5 points as Ashley Moeller won game number 1, 21-19,
13,
and now leads by 3 points here in game number 2.
That ball had a strange little hop on it off the floor.
Point.
Well, you know, Dave, this game is not played in a vacuum. There's variables, including spin,
14, serving 10.
the floor, the walls, the cracks.
Well, normally I would have said that was a hop, but she kind of did it overhand serve, and don't see too many people hopping it on an overhand serve.
Actually, have you ever watched Shorty Ruiz play 3-ball, Dave?
Yeah, but Ashley Moeller's no Shorty Ruiz, Dave Fink.
Well, that's true. She's about 9 inches taller than Shorty.
That's why they call him Shorty.
They're both national champions, though, Dave. Jen Hinman winning the 2010 USHA 4-wall National Women's Doubles.
15,
And
10.
Shorty Ruiz winning a number of junior national championships and also won 2 world championships this year in Las Vegas. He was yellow jerseyed for that performance, Dave, and also yellow jerseyed for his brother. He was actually given the yellow jersey to give to his brother for his brother winning there in Orange County. I thought for a second there that it was Shorty that won in Orange County, but it was Ricky. He's a very good friend of the WPH. Wish he was here.
Okay.
I'm sure he's
Time
not
in.
listening.
Scores 15, serving 10.
Ashley Moeller won the first game 21-19, now leads 15-10 in game number 2.
And Dave, we do have the men's big ball semifinals coming up, and it's Sean Lenning taking on Sal the Wizard Duenas and Samson Hernandez taking on Jonathan Iglesias, I believe. Okay.
10, serving 15. Point.
And there's another back wall air from Ashley Moeller. She skipped 12 balls in this game, Dave, off the back wall. And Jennifer going with that big ball shot. sliding it down the left wall. And now Jennifer's starting to step into the ball and starting to dictate these rallies. That time she catches the sidewall. Ashley goes with the chop fist. Not a good shot there from Jennifer. And Ashley finishes it off with a beautiful back wall kill. I'd like to see her let that ball drop a little bit more, Dave, but she finds the bottom board.
15,
The problem with hitting the ball high to low on those back wall kills, Dave, is if you don't hit it perfectly, the ball either pops up or it'll skip as it comes in with that descending angle.
Well, that ball had a strange bounce, and
Nice
Ashley was
pick
able
up
to.
there from Jennifer, though.
Ashley was able to recover, and then Jennifer had that good pickup, and then she flips that ball around in a circle and unable to get it.
That was an incredible two-wall pass fist from Jen Hinman.
Don't know what Jennifer was saying there.
16, serving 11.
Let's look at the replay and see what maybe the top camera is seeing here.
Well, I love this shot here from Ashley. This is a fist, wide angle. Very difficult to catch the side wall when you're that far back with a fist.
That replay brought to you by Tucson Rolling Shutters, and then we come back in and almost see a brilliant shot from Ashley Moeller.
But instead, Dave, it's her 13th skip off the back wall in game number 2.
Yeah, but she's up 16-11.
Huh?
I've never been in the semifinals of a pro match up 16-11. I know you have.
Those were dog years ago. Oh, beautiful
nice
shot there
shot
from Jen Hinman. A flat rollout from up top, Dave. Made contact with that ball above her shoulder and still rolled it out flat.
16.
And there's a beautiful back wall kill there from Ashley Moeller. She takes the revolving door, Dave, from 38 feet and flat kills it down the right side wall.
16, serving 12.
Moeller back in the box, 16-12.
Point.
And that's another great serve from Ashley. She's really locating that power serve down the left wall. That time hops it into the wall
17,
and
serving
forces
12.
the air.
Ashley Moeller 4 points away from advancing to the finals here in Tucson. A chance at the big money and some ranking points.
So you're saying, Dave, that there are WPH current women's rankings?
I didn't say that. I
Okay.
just said ranking points. They
Well,
will be accrued.
okay. And someone will be calculating all these matches then?
Yes, you.
Okay.
These are the
Didn't
points
get
that
that.
you will be using when you calculate the rankings. I should have worded it that way.
Okay. Didn't
This is a
get
nice
that
rally.
email or memo.
This is a good rally right here.
I'm enjoying it.
Now let's see who breaks down and goes for the kill shot first, and that is Ashley. She goes for it.
But a nice pickup from Jennifer. And now Jennifer with a kind of a strange punch two-wall fist. This rally will end in a hinder, Dave.
It's going to end right here. It's 2 bounces. Jennifer just lays down on the ground. That is, should be a timeout call. There it is, the timeout right there from Jennifer Hinman.
Timeout.
Now we were able to talk to Jennifer Hinman in New York. And I am going to just come right out and tell our
That's a great shot
satellite
there,
van
Jennifer.
engineer, Linda Manning, that Hinman 5 is what we would like to see. As we sat down and had an interview with Jennifer Hinman in New York at the NYAC, and we asked her, how did softball experience help you to become a top handball player? And let's see what she had to say. In New York, here's Jennifer.
The level that I competed in softball was just, it was a pretty intense level. I tried to take what I learned from my competition in softball and the mental part of that game, because I was a pitcher. I tried to take that mental part of the game and put it into handball, and I think it's really helped, not only just athletically speaking, but just the mental part of the game that goes along with it.
And you can tell you're in New York when you hear all the sirens in the background there. That's in the trophy room of the New York Athletic Club, sitting down with Jennifer Hinman. Did Dave Fink. That was earlier this year.
Unfortunately, Dave, she didn't mention you. That's actually a fine, unfortunately. And now we've got.
We're now 1 for 3 on DV mentions on those New York Athletic Club interviews. Jennifer Hinman talking about her experience in softball.
It's kind of a catch-22 because you have to bribe people to talk about you, but if they don't talk about you, they're fine. So it kind of evens itself out. It was a $100 bribe to Dave Chapman, but then $50 fines to Jen Hinman and Sean Lenning for not talking about you. So
Yeah, that's true.
Score is 18, serving 12.
that timeout extending into the 2-minute mark.
18-12 is the score. Scoreboard provided by Zions, the official sports drink of the UFC, and now the official scoreboard of the WPH.
Serving 18. Nice shot.
This match was supposed to start at 1:30. It started at 1 o'clock, and it's supposed to end at 2:30, and we're getting close to that 2:30 mark now.
Well, fortunately, Dave, for us and the crew, we have a 4-hour break. I
Actually, we
believe.
don't. The
Oh,
broadcast schedule has Tracy Davis and
19, serving 12.
Biddy Bittigan starting at 2:45. That's 30 minutes from right now. So we'll have a 30-minute wait here in the booth.
Nope.
Not sure that you'll be seeing me
12,
then, Dave.
Serving 19.
Nice get there from Jennifer. And now Jennifer's moving side to side. Great hustle there from Jennifer, but you don't want to be always the hustler. A lot of times you want to be the
19,
person
serving 12.
making your opponent do the hustling. Ooh.
Over.
That hurt.
Jennifer Hinman upset that Ashley's sweating.
She said, "Ew, this is gross." That's what happens on handball courts. Just so our group will know, our broadcast crew will have about a 30-minute break between this one and the next semifinals for the women's bracket. We'll close down the webcast booth and then come back with more action.
Actually, I believe that break for me, Dave, will be more like 3 hours.
Pass
That
play
will be a
19,
fine.
Serving 12.
19 serves 12.
There's a big setup. And another big setup here for Ashley. This time
Over.
hits the ball right between her legs, and she'll have to serve again to try and score the 20th point. She's just 2 points from winning this match.
19, serving 12 again.
Yeah, beautiful back wall kill there from Ashley Moeller. I expected Dave to see a tiebreaker here, but Ashley Moeller has run away with this
20 match point,
second
serving
game.
12.
This is match point, serves 12.
That's a very good serve. And Jennifer finds the ceiling. Ashley will have a back wall set up here with her left. Nice play there from Jennifer. Beautiful 2-all pass, but Ashley follows it around and flat kills that ball, Dave.
Ashley Moeller taking down Jennifer Hinman 21-12 in that second game after winning the first one 21-19. Ashley Moeller's in the finals of the Race for 8 tournament here in Tucson, Arizona, and she will face the winner of Tracy Davis and Brittany Bittigan, who will be up here at 2:45 Mountain Time. We're going to take a timeout in the webcast booth, broadcast booth, mobile van, and camera 1, where Omar Lemus is sitting. Linda Manning has now got a little timeout here for 30 minutes. Dave Fink, you will be back in 30 minutes with us here live. Tell your friends. We'll be back for the women's semifinals upper bracket at 2:45 in about 30 minutes from now. For Dave Fink and the rest of the crew, I'm Dave Vincent. We'll be back in just a bit. Stay here at eracefor8.com.
Hello, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. Our non-toxic, biodegradable, all-purpose cleaner works great for cleaning. Thank you. Non-toxic, biodegradable, Simple Green. It's great for cleaning.
Working and working out takes a lot of energy. That's why I drink Zenergy. Feeling fantastic and looking good has never been easier. Science, extreme science for your active lifestyle.
My name is Bruce Fabrizio. In 1975, I invented Simple Green based on 3 principles. It had to be safer to use, it had to work, and it had to be completely made in America. From generation to generation, Simple Green has been cleaning everything from car engines and tools to kitchen counters and floors. No matter what you clean, indoors or outdoors, clean it with non-toxic, biodegradable Simple Green.
For 20 years, the Inner City Handball Association has educated, mentored, and served young people through handball. Young people that participate in the Inner City Handball Association programs have a high graduation rate from high school and continue on to college. Inner City Handball teams are good athletes, good students, and good ambassadors for the sport of handball. We need your help to continue our work. Inner City Handball Association is a registered 501c3 tax-exempt charity. Please donate today. Thank you.